People are dusting off the old Trump playbook after last night's debate. You know what? I don't blame them. I mean, this is a show about money, not about friends or politics, for that matter. Something play it straight and tell you what would work under a second Trump administration. First, the Trump administration rarely stood in the way of mergers, so you have to presume that Kroger-Albertsons deal goes through, as does the Tapestry-Capri merger. I buy both Albertsons and Capri if you think Trump has a much better chance to win the White House. Normally, I'd leave this kind of trade for the arbitrage guys, but these two feels very much like given, since the Trump's FTC would certainly let them go through. Capital One should maintain its positive trajectory, too, as it's buying Discover, a deal that will most likely draw a lot less scrutiny with Trump. You can buy either one of these. Trump will immediately suspend the temporary pause on liquefied natural gas export authorization, which has crushed the stock of New Fortress, one of my favorites, revolutionary company run by Wes Edens that had the most to gain from unfettered exports. Cheniere Energy would be the second best. I also like Coterra Energy because that's the cheapest natural gas in the country, so that's a winner off of a spike in export-related natural gas orders. That's a stock that's owned by the Travel Trust. We talked about it in yesterday's Investing Club call. President Trump was not a big believer in financial regulation, or at least arduous financial regulation, which is great news for banks large and small, including J.P. Morgan, Bank of America, Goldman Sachs, and the two we own for the Travel Trust, Wells Fargo and Morgan Stanley. Wells just gave you a nice dividend boost. We got a lot of good dividend boosts, actually, after the close this evening. That's because it's in the wake of the stress test that all the banks passed, and you can presume that those dividend boosts would be even larger under a Trump administration. The FTC and Justice Department have hectored all of big tech. Alphabet's been most egregious, but Amazon's also been in the crosshairs of the FTC, and Apple has been abused, I think, by justice for putting out really good phones. I don't know what else to say. Neither candidate seems to like big tech, though, but Trump's administration would certainly be more circumspect about hammering great American tech companies. Trade will be hampered, especially with China. At this point, we have to believe that with the exception of Apple, companies with big Chinese exposure, here I'm thinking about Nike and Starbucks, will remain losers. Nothing new here. Apple makes its Chinese phones with Chinese labor, which has kept them relatively immune from the government punishment. They put a lot of people to work there. Now, let's step back for a moment. I remember riding Amtrak to Washington in a car with Biden when I was anchor of an old show called Kudlow and Cramer, and he was a senator from Delaware. He knew the show, and we had a cordial relationship. Biden went out of his way to tell me he was the poorest senator out of 100 because he owned no stocks. He was actually bragging about it. I don't think his view ever really changed. He's just not a champion of capital. He's on board with labor. He'll tell you that. He'll never go out of his way to help the stock market along, and he doesn't follow it much. Frankly, part of me admires that he sticks to his guns on this, but the part of me that manages money for my Travel Trust doesn't like it one bit. On the other hand, in the many years I've known Trump, and I know him fairly well, he's been wildly pro-stock market. Always watched it like a hawk. He loved bantering about the stock market. Appeared on the show many times because even though he was in real estate, he enjoyed stocks. When he became president, he graded himself by looking at the Dow Jones average. He often told me there was way too much regulation. He was wildly pro-oil and gas, and although the environment wasn't really an issue for him. Period. Regardless of how you feel about those issues, that's very positive for a great deal of stocks. Remember, again, I said at the top, I'm trying to explain to you what will happen to your money. It's not about friends, it's about money. So if you think that Trump is more likely to be president, the overall tone of the stock market will improve, if only because the man can't bear to see it go down, as the major averages of the barometer he uses to measure his own job approval. You may think that's insane, but it's the reality. And if nothing else, hate him or like him, he's good for your portfolio. I like to say there's always a bull market somewhere. I promise I'll find it just for you. Right here on Mad Money, I'm Jim Cramer. See you next time. Last call starts now.
Don't miss a second of Mad Money. Follow @Jim Cramer on X. Have a question? Tweet Cramer. #MadMentions. Send Jim an email to madmoney@cnbc.com or give us a call at 1-800-743-CNBC. Miss something? Head to madmoney.cnbc.com.